Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and look who I have with me here today, Terry Suzuki from Key Guru Spiritual Journeys. Hello, Terry.
Hi, Jean. I'm so glad to be here. This is going to be so fun.
It is going to be a blast, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sending in your photos. We were just over the moon last week or the other week when we did the first series, the first one of the series here. It was so much fun and we really enjoyed it. So I do have several of you already in my inbox. So if you are here, and Mere Dragon, I see you, but if Carolyn Adams, Melinda Salinas, sorry, that my keyboard has a little kink to it. It's not me. Sharon O'Brien, Teresa White, Teresa Lynn, and Marianne. If you guys are here, please say hello. And like, if I saw CJ say hello, and we're like, which one is CJ? I don't know. So if your name, you can just tell me which one you are because I can't tell. I just can't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's tricky here is your screen name in YouTube may not be the same as your email address, or yeah,
Mhm.
hard
So
to
what
match
I'm gonna
up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say it's hard to match up the names. Ah, Melinda's here.
Yeah, Andrea, if you want to email a photo, you may. Okay, CJ, thank you. That's fine. That's fine, CJ. I appreciate that. Um, it is just that when we said, "Is anybody here?" and you said hi. So at Carolyn Adams, Melinda Salinas. Oh no, wait. Melinda just said she was here. Sorry.
Yep.
And Sharon O'Brien, Teresa White, Teresa Lynn, are any of these people here. So what I'm going to do, you guys, what we discussed right before we came on is it's very challenging. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of focus to really connect with your loved ones and really get their essence and convey this. The last time we did this, I my brain was doing mental gymnastics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all the photos. I'm going to tell you whose photos I have, and then I'm going to go in and do the readings. So we're going to give you like 5 minutes. I mean, just if you can get them to me in that email as quickly as possible, that would be great. Is this okay? Is this Carolyn Adams? Is that who that is, right?
Oh, hello from Carolyn Adams. Yes. So
Is I mean only because I okay, she okay, yeah. So I'm just going to star the ones that say hello that I have there. Yeah, Tiffany, if you want to send me your photo, we're doing photos that were emailed to me, and this is my email address. It's just sunpsychicgene@hotmail.com. So I wish I had um, so I have Mere Dragon, I have Melinda, I have Carolyn Adams. I thought we had one other one. Whoops. Where's the one that I put? This one. So I have the first three, Carolyn, Melinda, and Mere Dragon. And is Sharon, Teresa White, Teresa Lynn, or Marianne here? So if
I
you,
don't. I'll keep looking for them.
okay. So talk amongst yourselves and um, let me see if anybody is emailing me. So that's what I was doing. I was trying to check my email. I was trying to do psychic mediumship readings and format a photo all in the same, and it really wasn't doing anybody justice. And so I see, Cindy, you sent your parents. Can you tell me your parents' names in the chat? I'm going to add you to the And I think, actually, I think I might have enough now. I think I have
Yeah.
enough of you. I have four of you here. I'm not able to sign in, but I can hear you. Oh, I don't know why. Marianne, jump over to Terri Kigaru's Spiritual Journeys. If you're not a subscriber for 5 hours or longer, you won't be able to come in. It's Kigaru Spiritual Journeys YouTube channel, and say hello from there, Marianne, if you would. Let me just get there. See, I see your photo, Craig. Thank you. And let me just. I'm working on family members and loved ones. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And Sun Psychic Gene. So, Marianne. Hey, Essence of the Moon. So nice to see you. Hello, hello. Oh, live chat issues. We're in Mercury retrograde. Yeah, we've had chat issues for sure. But I think Marianne was, hopefully, Marianne can go over to Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. And I'm just trying to go into my description and pick up Terry's channel.
I'm doing it too right now.
Okay. That's Terry's. Oh, well, you're not in the chat.
Oh, well, what is it? Because I'm doing the simulcast, so she's not in the chat.
Well, she's probably not a member. I mean, not a subscriber.
Oh,
And we have subscribers only.
right.
So that's sort of why she's not able to get into the chat.
Ah,
So you have to be a member for 5 hours or more. And that's Terry's channel. I don't know how long. I think yours is 5 minutes or more. Yeah.
yeah, mine's like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be a member. Yeah. So go ahead. And Tasha, here, this is my email. If you want to email your photo, and if even if we don't get to your photo today, because I'm looking for one more, and
Mhm.
then we're going to go into the readings. Because for me to move around, get a picture, save it, name it,
Right,
and do the reading, it was not doing it
right.
justice. So I want to sit here, pop up a photo, and do a reading. Pop up a photo and do a reading. So we're waiting for one more family member and or
Andrea has sent a picture. It took her a minute.
okay. Let me go and see Andrea's.
Yeah, doing the pictures is very, very technical, which kind of pulls us out of where we need to be to do the reading. So that's why we're trying to get the pictures now, get them all lined up so that we don't have to go back. But you will still have to be present when we read your loved one so that we can get feedback from you, because we go through your energy to get your loved one, even when you send a picture. So, and Tiffany's sent a picture
Oh
too.
my goodness.
And just like Jean said, she's gonna hang on to them. And if we do more of these shows, then we will already have your picture and get to do it. And right now it is loved ones. We're just reading loved ones.
And Tiffany, who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the
This is
people in your photo?
my great grandpa, but we need great grandpa's first name. Yeah. So Tiffany,
All
if
right,
you
I
would,
think I have enough. I
okay.
think let me just edit this one really quick if I can. I
Okay.
think we have enough now.
Okay. That's great. Oh, George Spencer. Or George is enough for Tiffany.
Okay. So let me just make sure I have everybody starred. So I have Mere Dragon, I have Melinda, I have Carolyn, um, and Cindy. Okay, Cindy and Encinitas, I see you. I have you. And Tiffany, I have you. Carolyn, Cindy, Melinda, Mere Dragon, Tiffany. I think that's, um, yeah, it's probably too big if you can't send it. It's okay.
Yeah, but send it later. We'll put it in the lineup at probably another show, but that's okay. Okay.
Andrea, I still didn't get yours. I kind of wanted to, but let's go with what we have right now.
Right.
So I have Carolyn, Mere Dragon, Belinda, Carolyn, Cindy, Tiffany, and that's five. So let's go ahead and start there. That's where we're going to start,
Okay.
everybody. And I'm sorry, with this type of a setup, it's really important that I stay in the zone. And so we're going to start with Carolyn Adams, just so everybody knows. I know I was naming them wrong, not wrong, but in a different order, but that's the
Right.
order that my pictures are in.
Right.
So we're going to start with Carolyn Adams. And thank you so much, everybody, for playing along, being patient with us, sending in your photos at the last minute. We really, really appreciate it. This is going to be so much fun, but we're just going to roll along and we're going to get as many in as we can. All right. So thank you again. And let's get this show on the road. And Carolyn, this is Carolyn's mother, Barbara. And this is the first time Terri Suzuki is seeing any of these photos. I did not tap in, and they're all here anyway, but I did not tap in ahead of time. I was just doing editing, just so you guys know. All right, Wisdom Lightkeeper, thank you. Her mother, Barbara. She's beautiful.
Yes.
I feel like she's happy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she's really smart.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she's maybe just beginning in her life in this photo. Um, so I'm work. The first one's going to take a little longer.
Yeah,
Just give us a second.
takes a little bit, but I'll go ahead because I'm already getting something from her. And as her spirit's coming in, I mean, I can look at her picture, but I'm looking in my mind's eye at what her spirit looks like to me. And as she's coming in, I'm just seeing all this like evergreen fir needles, around me, but also the lovely, lovely sky. And she comes in uh, very very broadly in that, I have a feeling, her soul's been over there a little bit. And so, but she feels broad, like she's very, very spiritually expansive. And she comes in with a big hug. I can just see her energy coming in and hugging. And she says, "You are so special to me. You are so beloved." And what else? What else do you want to say, Betty? She is letting me know how much she appreciates the things that you do. Uh, I happen to know that you do a lot of genealogy, and she loves that about you, that you're so curious. You have such a very, very uh, good way to research. Actually, I hear clean and clear research that, and I believe in genealogy that actually counts a lot, that it needs to be clean and clear. What else would you like to say?
And Carolyn saying yes.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Can I jump in?
Sure, go ahead.
I get her moving quickly. Like I do feel that she was a little bit of a taller woman, but I do feel as though she was quick. And whenever she moved from one space to another, she would like have this little hurried walk to herself. And I did feel that she had a loud voice and that she was very commanding. I don't feel any softness in her voice. I feel like she was very organized, and this was something that she thrived on, and but she also wanted to have fun. There was this organized and fun aspect of her, and she loved socializing, but the socializing was purposeful, and it was to expand her knowledge. And like she would be really good at uh, I can't remember the name of that, when you have a um, it was a big board game, and it was about asking questions, like a million questions. What is that board game, you guys? Let me
I'm
know.
not remembering
Um,
that game.
what was it?
I'm
And
not remembering that game.
oh, it was a really big game, and it would ask you how many miles is across is the Colorado River, and you would have to guess like what that, like all these. It's I could see the game. It's a big game.
Hmm,
Um, but anyway, so and they used to play it like in social bars and stuff. They used to play this. Um,
just a trivia game?
it is. It's trivia. It is. It's trivia. So she would love trivia. Thank you, Wisdom Light Keeper. I appreciate the assistance. Um, so this type of mind expanding, and I don't know if she also played the bridge or something like this, something where you would have to strategize, you would have to think, you would have to expand, and it would also be fun. Yes, Trivial Pursuit, right. And so she would love to organize and socialize, have fun, but she also had peers. She's talking about her peers. And I feel like her peers were maybe in her school days, and or I feel as though she did work in a business with her peers. She's talking about her peers, but it was very much in a social and um, academic combined. I'm not sure how to describe that. Um, what are you getting, Terry?
Well, again, when I'm looking into she was a very, very smart woman, very smart, and that she used that to her advantage. That trivia talks about her memory. She had a great memory, and she's just showing me that. Well, she's showing me a braid, and the braid is really it's not a braid of hair, but it's a braid between her and Caroline. Like they're so I think what she's trying to tell me is that Caroline is very astute and smart, just like her, and that they her mother has helped her when she was alive to, do what she wanted to do, to pursue schooling and things like that. But definitely also that she helps her now from the other side with some of like the different things she does at her work. She really, really, um, she's just incredibly bright. And she says that's not wasted on the other side because, sometimes we think that that's a little bit wasted, but it's not. It's not. She uses her knowledge. She uses this ability to know things, um, and I just saw that you said she was a librarian, which, boy, librarians have to know things. But to help you on your way. And she had also told me that how much you would enjoy from that genealogy bent being, seeing everybody she sees over there. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
And she said her bond was strong as well.
Yeah.
So she said yes, in her earlier days, she was a Scrabble player. I understand she wasn't a bar goer. I was just trying to get the name of
The
the
game.
Trivial Pursuit. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just
The
trying to
game.
get that. And she said not a bridge player. She was a teacher, librarian, and academic is right. I also got crossword, but Scrabble makes more sense but I got crossword fun reading. She felt like reading was so much fun and she was a voracious reader. She loved to learn and experience. I also get a little bit of sewing, but anything that she could have that would challenge her and expand increase her skills or utilize her skills to expand. But she is very much sending you so much love. She's thrilled at your ability and your tenacity and your experiencing as much as you possibly can in this lifetime and doing what you feel makes you happy and that you love. She wants you to love what you do and she wants you to have fun with what you do and expand yourself. She's so thrilled that you're moving into this aspect. I don't know if I mean, she probably did believe in the afterlife, but it was not something that she talked about or psychically, but she loves this aspect of it because she's like, oh, if I could have just had the chance. Like she loved that opportunity, the challenge. She was not afraid. But she really was, she had this zest for life. And she just wants you to know that she's very, very proud of you and that she is almost like whispering in your ear and helping you. She loves when you call on her
Mhm.
and talk to her and ask her to come near. She definitely is near you.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Curiosity. She had a lot of curiosity. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the perfect word.
Yeah.
Yep. She said, absolutely. Knitting. She did not talk about it much, but she was psychic. Yep.
Mm.
Mother's intuition. That's what
Yeah.
they used to categorize it. They used to write it off, but no, no, no. Psychic.
Right.
Thank you very much, Carolyn. I appreciate you. Now, let me just see who I have next. I have Cindy and Encinitas. I'm just going in the line that I have in the pictures, if you don't mind. I know I called you guys out in a little bit of a different. Let me just show you. Cindy and then Melinda and then Mirror Dragon. Cindy, Melinda, and Mirror Dragon. That's the order that I have them in my folder. So to make it easier for myself, I hope you don't mind. I'd like to do it that way. So yeah, I have that one up. And I want to protect everybody, so I'm trying to only put one up at a time. This is Cindy's parents, and if you can give us their names, because I didn't see their. You may have. Dad is Everett and Mom is Leona.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Cindy. You did that even before I asked you. So you're. She says her heart is pounding. Aw.
Oh, okay. Let's tune into.
Did Everett go by a different name? Like I don't know, Bud or Ed or I don't know. They said they are still together and she's telling me, your mom's telling me we're still here. We're still here. We have not gone anywhere and that we're still together and that It's almost like anything that they were unable to achieve here in this world, they're able to achieve in the afterlife. Um, she wants you to know that they are watching over you, and they are sending you sort of like little insights or little messages or little clues, and for your own development, to resolve your questions, to resolve, like if you say, um, was I a good daughter or something, and they're trying to whisper to you, we're fine. You're a wonderful daughter. Like they're just trying to whisper to you to calm some of your questions that you may have. And I'm not saying you ask them if you're a wonderful daughter. We all know we are wonderful daughters. I'm just saying, whatever it is that you're asking them, whatever it is that you're asking them to do or to approve, they are whispering back to you. They're saying that they can hear that conversation. How about you, Terry?
Oh my gosh. I just reading, just blending with their spirit just was like this big hug. And the first thing I thought to myself as I was just kind of blending with them is, how did anyone ever get a word in edgewise between these two? They are, I think they were a party together all the time. Like Everett, he's so they're both outgoing. These were outgoing people. They loved to talk and be together. And I'm really kind of a little bit overcome by the amount of love they're showing, and fun. I hear, don't take it too seriously. You know, you know that old saying. We all die in the end anyway. But oh my God, your dad he's already telling me that from over there to you, he's playing with you. He plays little jokes on you. He's showing me that he puts little things in your way, and you sometimes say something like, "Oh, that would have made dad laugh," but dad's trying to make you laugh. He does little tricks, and just to remind you that he's here and that he can. And then mom, she doesn't do little tricks, but she also is like whispering in your ear all the time. Things like, "Oh, isn't that delightful?" She's like pointing out these little delightful things in your life. I swear she feels like a gratitude practice wrapped up in a soul here, because she's putting these little delightful things. But I notice she has a kind of slightly wicked sense of humor. So once in a while, she probably says something snarky that just catches you unaware. I mean, in my family, this would be the time somebody snorts milk out their nose. Okay, she sometimes zings you with something funny. Um, but of course, they're already on the other side. They've done all the things they're going to do, but it's like Jean was saying, they're here. The veil is very thin. They're just really, really close. They really like taking care of you. They they're fun. I'm just overcome by the amount of fun. Fun. These are fun. Two fun spirits here.
Yes. And so, Cindy, what I want to address is, she says, my siblings have disowned me, and they want to know what I want to know what they think all the time. And they say, just live your life, live your life. Don't, your siblings are taking themselves too seriously, as if they are all that. We all put our pants on one leg at a time, and they're no different. So, them to think that they are somehow special or elite, and or have the audacity to compare themselves to you, is their problem and their shortfall, not yours. And you live authentically, and they want you to live your life to the fullest, and not take what the situation um, to heart. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them, their shortfall, and their inability to overcome and to compromise. It's it's their issue is what they're saying, and they're not worried about it at all. We all have our own life path to live, and they are with your siblings as much as they are with you. There is no them or us or comparison or better or worse. There is no judgment. So let it all go. She's like, it doesn't matter all in the end. It really doesn't. It doesn't hold weight. The weight that it holds here is through ego. It's through that, them taking themselves too seriously, and it just doesn't matter. So you living your life with this freedom, with this carefree sort of authentic feeling is your prerogative, and you as a soul can live your life in the way that you choose, and they also can. Whether
Mhm.
I understand that it does affect you and it does affect them, but we can't let that direct our happiness and our direction in life. So
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
know.
And
Try not to take it personally. It's about them, it's not about you. You're teaching them. You're here to rub them, not rub them, but you're here to let them face the mirror. Let me just see. You're here to give them a mirror, and they don't
Mhm.
like what they see, so they're like, I'm not looking at that anymore. That is showing me my shortcomings. That is showing me how I'm not living. She's living authentically. I am not living authentically. I don't want to look at that. I'm denying that that even exists. So don't worry. You're here to reflect back to them who they are, and until they do the inner work and examine their own personal energy, they can't move forward. And I know that it hurts, but it has nothing to do with you. It's about them.
right.
Uh,
And,
she said, that's exactly what I thought.
and what I got from your mom is she said it's circular. She said it comes around, it goes around. It that this will all even out in the future. So yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Cindy. That was so sweet. So sweet. Thank you so much. So I have Melinda's dad is here. Um, so Melinda, are you still here? I'm just picking up your name from before. I know that you're still here, but Melinda. Cindy said she feels so much lighter.
Oh, good. Well, they're wonderful, wonderful. Ah, Melinda's here.
Great. Thank you. So this is Melinda's father, Jesus. And look at that cigar. Jesus is very, very tender, loving, kind, gentle, funny. He is serious. He is serious, but he doesn't like to be serious. He'd much rather be casual. Like he's a little more social, casual, hanging out, chatting. Um, he loved, I don't know if he loved parties, like not partying, but like family get-togethers or places where he could see different people that he hasn't seen in a while and talk their ear off. I feel like he was a talker. He's showing me that he's talking to somebody and he's like telling them about the size of the squirrels he's seen when he was, I mean, just anything. He would talk about anything, and he would talk about it like it was his passion. Did he like just talk about stories and subjects that were just, you know, just really unusual?
Ah,
He's so cute. Oh God.
he
Terry,
is.
I'm getting a little emotional. What do you have?
I am. I'm just kind of luxuriating in all this a little bit. Well, he was a great guy. He was one of those guys you really wanted to be the one at the family party. You wanted to talk to him. You want to make sure you got to sit close to him to hear the stories. But the other thing that he's showing me that makes me very emotional, he was secretly very, very kind. He, he I get this feeling that while he was really, really fun, there was a part of him, a part like it feels like a frame in the background where that he was fairly like things had to be done right. things had to, you couldn't just disrespect him. He had to have some respect. There's some things going on there. But the thing is in the background behind him, one of the things that people may have not saw is that he was secretly very, very kind. He did things to people. He gave things to people. He might always have not seemed like that, but he actually was. He there's probably people that could tell stories about, oh, he paid my rent once when I couldn't make it, or he gave me this recommendation on this great job through his best friend, and they hired me, and I've been working there 30 years now. I mean, there's something in behind him where that he had this flow of kindness always going in the background, and it might have been tiny bit unexpected because he might have been seen more like, oh, he's the funny one, he's the good time guy, he's the, but deep, deep kindness in there. I hope.
Yeah, he would say, like, I know a guy. I know a guy who can do that. I know a guy who can get you that. I know a guy, like,
He
I know a
really,
guy kind of thing. But
yeah.
he is just so very social, and he loved meeting people and communing with people and just sharing what he knew. He was the one always checking on all of his children and his
Mhm,
brothers. I miss those calls. He loved people, gave clothes to barbecued for guys from their hometown when we lived in New Mexico. Aw.
mhm. He did
Wow.
more than that. He secretly he really took to heart that kind of, idea. I don't remember the Bible verse, but where that, you do your good deeds in secret so that they count in heaven. I think he was a true believer in that. Yeah.
What a very kind, loving, compassionate. He was doing the work of the angels, and he's a very, very special human being. Everybody loved him. I don't know what his services were like, but I bet you they were wrapped around the block coming to see him because he touched so many people's lives. And he never asked for a thing. He never, but he gave so much, but that was what he got that back, just by giving and doing and talking. Like, this was something that he loved so much that he never felt depleted. But yeah, he just wants to send you his love, and he's saying that you don't apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He's saying you're a lot like him, and especially with the yapping, and I don't mean to say yapping, but he's saying you have the gift of gab too. And but he just wants you to know that he's still checking in on you, even though he doesn't call on the phone. He is calling on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a funny guy. He's so nice. I want to do a whole show just with him. He's
Deep.
so
Yep.
he's so warm and loving. Oh
Right.
my gosh.
And he's showing me right now his childhood. His childhood was a little rough. There was some. He had some hard times as a kid, and yet he still managed to be this way. He still managed to grow up and be a kind person, a fun person. So just and so what he's saying, the reason he's telling that is he's telling you never give up. Never give up. There's always something to learn. There's always something to uplift you. Yeah, yeah. He's just really, really such a nice guy.
Wonderful. Thank you so, so much, Melinda. And thank you, Jesus. He's a great guy. And yeah, like Terry said, it's not that he never saw the other side of life. It was because he saw the other side of life. He was so intentional in what he did. And she said, you both were so right on. Thank you so much. I could do a whole show with Jesus. I mean, you want to come in and we can talk to Jesus all day long. He's ready. He's going to tell us stories. He wants to talk. But he's talking to you too, Melinda. He wants you to know he's there. Do some automatic writing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. Yep. So thank you so very much. And I have, let's just go right on over to Mere Dragon. So, Mere Dragon, if you're still here, just say hello. Mere Dragon. Uh, Melinda said she's going to do automatic writing. That's great. Okay,
Oh, great.
great. So let me just go. Look, see, I can go right to the next one. So this is Mere Dragon's partner, Daryl. Daryl. D A
Daryl?
R Darrell. I almost said Darnell, but it's Daryl. It was my eyes because that type is so small. So it's Daryl. So this gentleman is a complicated gentleman, and um, he's saying thank you for loving him through all of the complications. I do see a little bit of worry in his eyes here. I'm not sure if that was something that he found out or that he knew or that he wished things were different at this moment in time that you're showing us. Um, Maybe I feel like maybe he struggled with this. I don't know if it was like complications from diabetes or maybe kidney failure, something that he dealt with for a long term, for a long time. Um, but he just wants to thank you for supporting him and not treating him as a patient, but as a human being and being compassionate and patient with him through his challenges. He's saying, I was a fun guy too. He's like, don't take me so seriously. He said, just because I look serious in this picture, he said, I had a smile too. And he said, remember me when I'm smiling. He's saying that it was may not have been um, all the time, but she's saying yes, and she's saying a cancer is what he dealt
Oh,
with. Felt like it was a long time, like off and on, and then he was cleared, and then he had to get checked, and seemed like off and on. But he this picture, I think he's a little concerned with it. Um, he wants you to remember him when he was smiling and that he smiled and that he enjoyed life and that you made life worth living and that you enjoyed times together. You went on little excursions, and what I mean by that is like maybe weekend getaways or day trips. I don't
mhm.
think he could have done like a whole European trip because of his limitations, but he was able to do. You made the best out of. I think you went to the beach. Did you go to the shore at all? To the beach? There's something where he really enjoyed these little getaways and maybe even picnics in the park. There's something that you helped to create this reality with him. And he just wants to thank you for all of your effort and all of your kindness and for, I feel like he also needed some alone time. Did he like basketball? Man, he's coming through like crazy.
Wow.
He and Mere Dragon said, yes, he was very much fun and charming. Yeah. That's what he's saying. Remember me because I'm not always serious. It's not always about that. But so he was just saying, so let me go ahead and let Terry continue. Are you ready, Terry?
I'm ready. Yes. So, Mere Drag, he Daryl did the most surprising thing. So often as I'm getting ready for this sort of thing, I'm just saying this, reciting this little thing that lets me tune in. But one of the at the end of it, my soul to Daryl's soul. And right above me is the stage. So sometimes I read people on this stage. Daryl reached down and pulled me up on the stage by my hand. He just popped me up there like it was nothing. Well, of course it was, it's in spirit, so it was light, but it's like, oh my gosh, he just popped me up there, and I just he's so happy. He's so complete. He's just so like don't think of him when he had cancer and when he was weak and when he was dying. So complete, such a happy, complete guy. And he so then as I kind of tuned in, he really kind of flooded me with a lot of things all at once. He's saying, it's okay when that you're angry at him. So sometimes you're angry. Sometimes you look back and you see when that you had to take care of him with cancer, or when he was, feeling bad and maybe crappy once in a while. He says it's all right to be upset at that. It's all right to you know, sometimes say, "Dang it, why did you have to go?" Or "Why were you like that?" Or, it's okay. He still loves you. You're still beloved. And then he's showing me that let's show it again. Show it again, Daryl. Oh, he recognizes that when he went, you were kind of heartbroken, really heartbroken. And I think you might have thought that maybe that you would never find someone uh, like him again. Like like you were worried that maybe he was your soul mate and gone. Okay. But he said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You are beloved beyond measure by everybody around you and by him. It He said there's always a time and a time and a season, and that's what we had, a time and a season. Okay. What else, Daryl? He just really wants you to know he's really completely whole and well, and that he is exactly where he's supposed to be. He's happy. He loves being with you in spirit. He says it's just so wonderful to be here, where he's at, where he's learning all new ways to care for people, a whole different way to care for people from where he's at now. So that's amazing. And
Beautiful,
that's
Terry. And she said, I feel so honored to tend to him on his bedside.
mm,
And Tiffany, you're next. So please say hello. Let me know you're still here. And she said she loved to give him surprises, and he was bossy. He was
mm,
also an Olympic swimmer.
wow.
Uh-huh. He was very fun and charming, of course. Um, yeah, so what he's showing me, let me just show you. Do you see this over here, this bright light over here? He said that looks more like me now. Oh, I can't move it over. But this bright light, and when you ever see this bright light, this is him. This is like
Wow.
what he feels like and what his energy body looks like now. He's saying that you got a picture of both of him here in the physical and him here in the spiritual, and how bright and brilliant and really just almost
Mhm.
blinding, like that light was distorting the image there. And this is how bright and how shiny his essence is on the other side. And he just wants you to know that when the sunlight comes through, or if you ever see this really bright light, that it is a part of him coming through.
Mhm.
So he really loved that. He loved that there was both those pictures
Yeah.
together. So thank you very much, Mere Dragon. She said, "I I have seen his light around me. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, very cool, very cool." And she said, "So comforting. I feel him all the time. So happy to hear he's happy." Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So is Tiffany Tisdale still here? Is Tiffany Tisdale still here? Everybody can send a photo. We're going to, obviously, if you guys love this, we're going to try and do it again. So at any time, if you're watching this now or watching this later, make sure you tell me your name, the person's name. Please try and have one person in the photo, and family members are preferred as well. So
Mhm. Maybe include their chat name too, so we can link it all together.
Yeah. So if like CJ was really Barbara or somebody, I didn't know. You're welcome. She said thank you. That was so amazing. Yeah. Well, Daryl's a great guy.
Hmm.
Daryl's a great guy. So let me just get this. I don't know. I don't know, Tiffany Tisdale. I can't believe you sent me your photo and you're not here. I have Sharon O'Brien, Teresa White, Tiffany Tisdale, Teresa Lynn, and Marianne Havel.
And Andrea says she still doesn't know if you got her email.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to respond to. I got Tanita's and I got Andrea's, but I'm not going to be able to do it because if I'm going to go into editing mode and I'm not going to be able to come back. Let me just see.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm. So is Tiffany Tisdale here? Mm.
Tiffany.
Let me see if it's an easy enough thing to do. Let me look at the emails. All right, this is Tanita. Let me see if I can get this in fast enough. Save as picture. It just pulls me out of my mojo, you guys. And it's hard. It's not. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, well, you keep working on that. I'm gonna T. Lynn has said something very interesting. Can those bright lights like that be premonitions? My mom had a classmate that had that bright light above her 2 years in a row in a class picture and then drowned swimming. I don't know. I don't know, but sometimes I think they can. I think that if you're the one seeing it and reading it, then you might just kind of go into that psychic part of you and just see what it has to say. But yeah, and Lakeside Laura, her it's uh, Sun Psychic Jean at Hotmail, and Tanita says she sent a picture of her dad, Vinish. So okay, well,
Tiffany, you're next. I'm sorry, I said Tiffany. Tanita, you're next.
o-
Vinesh.
okay,
So let me get
she's
him.
here.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, T. Lynn, for the filler.
Yeah, yes.
All right. So this is Vinesh. And I guess that's you, Tiffany. You're so sweet. I'm sorry. I keep calling you Tiffany because I was calling on Tiffany 100 times. Tanita,
Ten, ten.
Tanita, and Vinesh. And this is going to be the last one, you guys, just so you know. But you can still send in your pictures. I will keep them. I will respond to you and let you know I have them, and we'll keep them for the next show. Just like and it's fine. We'll just keep them. Um, Terry, if you get something, go ahead because I have to get back in.
Okay, well, I'm just kind of hanging out here a little bit, and
Take your time.
so
Hmm.
one of the things that I am noticing about Vinesh, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is he was kind of a serious guy actually. He looks very lovely in this picture, very kind of a happy guy, but he had some real seriousness about him. He's telling me that um, he felt a lot of responsibility in his lifetime. He felt responsible, to you, to raising you, to other people, to his family. He really felt that kind of weight of responsibility when he was alive. Um, so finish what? I believe that he was a religious guy. Not super, super religious, but he really did, he believed in what we're talking about right now. He believed in following your own abilities. He believed that we could reach out to the other side. So, Vanish, tell me a little bit more about this. He always tried to do what was right. He always, he hated it. He hated it if he had to do something kind of forceful, like everybody's going to listen to me. We're going to do that. He really did not like doing that, but he felt responsible, a really responsibleness to it. But I think you're right. He was happy-go-lucky in that he could be that way when the things around him were correct, when the things around him were taken care of, like uh, that the responsibilities had been met, is what he's saying. If the responsibilities had been met, he felt much freer to be happy-go-lucky. But he also felt a little bit of a responsibility in that he wanted to be happy and go lucky for those around him. He wanted people to be happy. Okay, what else, Ganesh? He loves it. He loves it when you think about him, when you remember stories about him, when you remember something he did and you're kind of playing it out. You're seeing that little movie in your mind, playing out what happened. He loves that. He loves that you still. Oh, I was going to say think of him, but he suddenly said live with him. You still live with him. You still are with him. Everybody's alive still, actually. And that's what he's saying, is that even though he's in spirit, he's still quite alive. What else? He's saying you got a good head on your shoulders. You can count on your ideas, that when you make decisions and you have, you're worried because you're trying to make a decision. Should I buy this new car? Should I do this or something? He says you need to trust yourself more. You have a good head on your shoulders. He said he feels like that your knowledge of what to do and not to do is maybe even better than his. Okay, well, that's what I got. What did you get, Jean?
Well, he's just talking, chatting me up over here. Oh, let me just respond here. Tanita says, yep, he was very serious, but also happy-go-lucky. Yes, he was
Mhm.
like the head of the family, just that fatherly figure for everyone. And she says, yes, I always repeated his stories. How sweet.
Oh,
And
that's
she said,
that's the best.
today would have been his 61st birthday. And that's the first thing he told me, is that he said, I'm a young man. He said,
Yeah,
I
he is.
am a young man. I am a young man. He said, I'm not a father authority. I'm not authoritative. He said, I come to things in an equal, in a side to side, not top down. He doesn't look down to anybody or tell
Mm,
anybody. He says, look at it this way. Have you seen it this way? Consider this. He's always like trying to work with you side to side, not pushing things or penalizing you or making you feel bad or saying, or criticizing you. It's always like explaining or showing or empathizing or, this is why that didn't work out. And have you ever tried this? And I can see that you're spending your money and you're going out with your girlfriends. Have you ever tried this? I just feel like he came to things as an equal, not as like, you have to obey me. You have to listen to me because I'm the authority. It was never like that. It was very much like you know, it's not a friend, but it's like he came to it in a different way. He was not penalizing. He was very much trying to help you to understand things.
And she said, absolutely, we spoke like friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she said, "Ah, yes, I'm trying to find a job, but no luck, little unsure that which way to go. Absolutely, we spoke like friends and we drank together." Yep.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. But he just he really he did he wanted to impart wisdom and share with you his ups and downs and his uh, wins and his losses and why, to impart that wisdom, to share that with you. Um, but he wants you to know that you make him very proud and that you are very much like him. And he's saying that he's forever in your heart and he's sorry he had to go so soon. Are you married with children? He's saying he knows your children, whether you have them yet or not, he knows your children already, that you're going to make him a proud grandfather. She said 200% like him. Hmm. He just wants you to know to trust yourself. And in the very beginning, when Terry was saying that he believed in this, it was the reincarnation. And I felt like he had like a knowing inside of his heart, not just a religious uh, teaching, but a knowing. He felt it. She said, "I'm not married yet." You will be. You will be. I would love that. He's saying he knows it. He knows it. He knows it. He's not going to miss anything. When you get married and have children, which will be boom, 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 like, it'll happen in rapid succession, he will be there to celebrate. He wants you to know that he's not missing out on anything in your life. He wants you to take better care of yourself because you are his daughter, and that he wants you to live longer than he did, and you will. But he wants you to make the most out of your life and to optimize your potential. I don't know if he said that, but that's what he's saying. He's getting a little philosophical with that optimize your potential. Yep, he wasn't holy but spiritual and had a good heart. Aw.
Well, he had one more thing that he reminded me of. Is like when in your job search, um, you are incredibly valuable, and not to play that down. And so when he said that, he's referring to me. I used to help people get jobs, and women in particular play ourselves down. We don't always put the best stuff on our resume, or we think, oh, we can't do that because we only have 99%, when we should be going for these jobs when we got only 80% and stuff. But he's just saying, don't play yourself down. You are very worthwhile. You're a good, somebody would be proud to get you as an employee.
Beautiful, Terry. Thank you so very much. She said, "That's true. I feel like I'm overselling." It's about finding which position matches your needs. Yeah, she said, "So I play it down." Nope, go ahead and oversell. It's the only time you're going to do it. It's the only time. Don't I? I do play it down, but don't feel like you're overselling. Tell them what it is that you have to offer, and ask them what it is that they might offer you. Why is it that what? Why would I want to be an employee here? Or look for somebody that you can partner with. Like, I don't really think that you're one in a million. Are you accounting? Are you in accounting? What is that called? The What's your industry? Oh, she said, "Love you, Dad." She
Oh,
says, "Thank you so much, both of you. I appreciate it today, most especially because it's his 61st birthday." Yeah.
she's in supply chain.
Okay.
Okay.
She said, "I love you, Dad." He knows, and he's saying, keep talking to him because he can hear you. He's in your heart.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh, look at time has flown.
It certainly has. And I just want to thank all of you for all of your participation, sending us your photos. And I do see Lakeside Laura and Andrea Hector. We're going to get you on our next show. I will try and post our next show ahead of time. So if anybody sees our next show, please do go ahead and send in your picture and try to attend. We understand not everybody can attend. Like I had some other people's photos and I replied to them saying, I do have your photo. Our next show will be on the 28th. And, you know, whether you can or can't make it, it's, I understand. So, but yeah, we'll do a couple more of these. I don't know how many more we're going to do, but if you would like to participate, you can still go ahead and send in your photo. Please try and have one person in one photo. You know, it helps us to tune into their energy, and family members are preferred for sure.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
And I just want to thank everybody for sending in your pictures. I want to thank everybody in the audience who also tuned into their abilities and kind of looked at the picture and felt into the spirit of that person and then said something. Oh, I can see this. I can see that. That's wonderful. That's a great way to start out your own spiritual journey. So thank you.
Yes, thank you all so very much. And thank you, Terri. This was all Terri's idea. I'm not blaming, I'm just thanking her. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making the suggestion and coming up with the format. And I did the last time we were done the show, I had such an overwhelming fatigue in my head. And I said, I'm gonna have to get all of the edits done first and then go in and do all the readings, because for me to come out and edit and check, it takes me out of my zone, like, and it's just a
Yeah.
lot easier to do it one after the other. So I appreciate all of you being here who sent in your pictures. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for all of the moderators for helping out and sharing the information with everybody. Thank you to all of my members only chats. I just did one yesterday, and we had so much fun together. We've reviewed a bunch of information, and I'm going to try and do more ahead of time. I'm going to. The thing is, well, I had my winter special going on, but so that was kind of throwing me off with my members thing. So let me just show you this. Terri and I are doing a special event together, and this special event. Oops, I almost left you guys. I hit the wrong
Uh-oh.
button. My website is sunpsychicgene.com. And when you come in, you'll go over here to events. I know you can't see that, but on the events page, you'll see, let me see, yeah. No. You'll see the very first one is the pendulum basics and intuitive practice. It is tomorrow, Sunday, March 1st. Tomorrow is March 1st. I told everybody it's really February 29th, but it's like March 1st is tomorrow. And it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific. And you just click anywhere on that bar. You read all about it. Make sure you bring your own pendulum and or a necklace will work just for practice. Bring a notebook, journal, something to write with, and come with an open mind and playful energy. I also ask everybody for all of my events to plan to arrive 10 minutes before start time so that we can all be ready. I do like to begin very promptly on time. So, and if you would like to attend, if you could just click this bar down here on the attend bar and go through the registration process. When you get your receipt emailed to you, the link, the Zoom link for the event will be in your email.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for anybody who wants to sign up today. I wouldn't wait until tomorrow to sign up. I had some people say they tried to sign up and it said it was out of stock. So I wouldn't wait until tomorrow. And there was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, and if you are a member, if you like Christine, you see how you're a member. She has that little icon next to her name.
Mm-hmm.
Not that the wrench means she's a moderator, but the little icon means she's a member. So if you are a member, you get to come at no additional charge. I already have it in there. You'll have to scroll down in the posts. I will post it again tomorrow morning so that it's easy for you just to go in there and click on the link. The Zoom link will be in members only posts. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody has that. All right. I think that's everything. And look, Alice is here. Hi, Alice. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And we will see you guys next time. We'll see you tomorrow, whenever you want to, whenever we see you next. We wish you a very enjoyable rest of your day. And thank you again, Terri Suzuki. I
Oh,
appreciate you.
thank you for running the whole show here. You're doing all the hard work there.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.